Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Muscatine Today show. I'm so glad that you guys joined us for the show today. We have a lot to talk about here in Muscatine, and I am excited to be here with you to talk about stuff at the Community Foundation. They come on once a month to talk about things happening down there at their new location right downtown Muscatine, serving the whole county of Muscatine. Always fun things going on there. So they are on the show today with me. But first, before we go to that interview, I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors for making the show possible every single day. Those sponsors include R7, which, like I reminded you yesterday, they have the Farm Life Festival, the 5th annual, coming up on June 19th. So mark that on your calendars and get ready to go out there and have a really good time with them. Such a fun time to go out there and visit all the vendors. There's food vendors and tons of just crafters and makers, and it's a really great time, as well as musicians throughout the whole entire day. So you will not want to miss out on that. Also, Impact Life Blood Center is our newest sponsor, and they'll be coming on the show next week to talk about their name change and all of those fun things. So we're excited to have them on as a new show sponsor as well. Lutheran Living, CBI, Toyota of Muscatine, Impact Athletic Performance, Suntan City, Unity Point Health Trinity Muscatine, and of course Hy-Vee as we take over the Market Grill Express every day to do the show and bring that to you. I am excited to talk about the Community Foundation, the awards that are going to be given out soon, and we get to talk more about it today. So if you haven't already heard about the initiative awards that are given out every year, then you're missing out, because you can either maybe be a recipient, or maybe you have someone that you want to nominate for that award. So we're going to talk all about that. Today I have Lynsey with me from the Community Foundation to talk about that. And then she brought along Steve, who was the recipient of last year's award, which is really cool to get that kind of, how it was to receive the award and kind of what his organization is doing out in the community, and get that kind of aspect on it as well. So thank you guys both for coming on this morning with me and chatting about the awards. So Lynsey, if you don't mind, give us a little bit of, information about the awards for people who don't know, if they've never heard about the Impact Awards.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us, Ashley. We love joining you every month. So our initiative awards open each year. We have 3 awards that we give out. We have our Tom Hendricks Community Service Award, which Steve and the West Liberty Youth Dreamcatchers received last year. We have our Great Initiative Award, which goes to a volunteer in the community. And then we have a Youth Initiative Award, which goes to youth aged 18 or under that did a charitable project in the community that receives that award.
That's so cool. So what's it mean to really get this award? What kind of things happen with the nomination? How's that all go down? If somebody nominates you, or how do you nominate somebody? Tell me about the process and how that all happens.
Yep, absolutely. We try to make the nomination as easy as possible. You don't have to log in anywhere or create credentials. It's a pretty seamless and easy Google form that you can find on our website to complete a nomination. We don't ask too many questions. We try to make it really easy for the nominations and for you to nominate someone. The nomination it'll be open until July 15th, so you still have some time to think about it, get your nominations in. Then they're reviewed by a committee, of course. We have a volunteer committee that reviews and looks at all of the nominations received. Then we surprise the award recipients out in the community.
Fun. So tell me, Steve, were you surprised to get the award, and how was it to be nominated and then actually receive that award last year?
Well, we were very well with the profile of the Tom Hendricks Award. I nominated, and we were honored to be selected. And it was a great timing. Great timing.
Yeah, very cool. So, for people that don't know, tell us a little bit about Dreamcatchers so that people kind of get an idea, not only about Dreamcatchers, but kind of what sorts of groups they're looking for in a nomination.
Okay, yes. The West Liberty Youth Dreamcatchers is a mentoring organization for kids in grades 3 through 12. We have, at any given time, about 35 students that we're serving, and 20 or more adult mentors who meet with the students one-on-one weekly during the school year for academic mentoring or just support, kind of like big brothers, big sisters. Along with the mentoring, the students who complete the program also earn scholarships.
Very cool.
The scholarship is $2,000 a year for 4 years of college or university, so that's $8,000.
Wow.
So this past year we were unable to have some of our traditional fundraisers in 2020. So the scholarship, the award money came along just at the right time to help us continue our efforts with these students. If you know about the Upward Bound program for high school students, it's like Upward Bound starting in 3rd grade.
Very cool.
The families who are served qualify for free reduced price lunch and first generation. Neither parent has a bachelor's degree, so it's service to first generation students.
Very cool.
So I think what maybe got us a lot of points in the award, we have at least 20 adult volunteers involved who are working weekly throughout the school year with these youth. So a lot of adult volunteer service hours.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so this is all done through like at the school, like actually on school grounds, or is it? Until the pandemic, we used the West Liberty Public Library. Oh, gotcha.
And some months after the pandemic started, and when we started using what we're calling the Dream House, a small little house next to the Gentle Family Dentist office in West Liberty that Ed and Carol own, and got renovated over the summer so that we could use it. And they bought this initially for extra parking for their business, but the house is now available for Dreamcatchers. We were able to buy 3 Chromebooks, 3 iPads. We have Wi-Fi there. We've bought some STEM kits for students to use, big television to use for display for mentors to help students with their homework. So it's we have access to this great facility now, and we're able to continue our meetings with students. We've done so continuing to wear masks. And it's been a good year.
Awesome. That is so cool. I mean, I've been familiar with Dreamcatchers a little bit, but I didn't know about the new building and all of that. That's awesome. That it just seems like it continues to grow, and how cool that you guys all, I mean, just the volunteers, and wow, that's awesome. Yeah. That's a very great resource for people in West Liberty to have, and I'm so glad that you guys received that award last year.
We are too.
So very well deserved. Lynsey, tell us, what kind of questions are asked on the nomination as far as that goes? I mean, just, you don't have to list the whole form, but just so some people know what kind of things to think about when they're thinking about nominating someone. What kind of things are you looking for in a nominee? Yep,
and I will mention too, the nominee receives a stipend from the Community Foundation. Steve mentioned the award that received. So for the Tom Hendricks Community Service Award, you can receive a stipend up to $7,700 this year to go towards your nonprofit organization. But as far as the actual form that you have to complete, it's really just asking about the project, the mission of the organization, how you've benefited the community, maybe a little bit about what demographic you've served. It's really easy.
Yeah.
Pretty simple to complete.
It's really
the
just
form.
bragging up the organization and all of the work that's been put in so far.
Yeah, and we know it's been a challenging year too, so you might have not been able to start a new project last year, maybe you have, and so it doesn't have to have happened in the last 12 months. So you can nominate, a volunteer or a youth or a nonprofit that's, done good work and a good project before last year too. It doesn't have to have just been in the last 12 months.
So it could be something that's been ongoing for before that.
Exactly. Yep, absolutely. Cool. And for the Great Initiative and the Youth Initiative, which are more for volunteers, whereas the Tom Hendricks Community Service one is for a nonprofit organization. It's just a volunteer that's did not receive any payment for the work that they've done and have been a driving force behind, getting this project started in the community.
Sure. So what kind of recognition do these people receive when they receive these, like the volunteer side? I know, obviously as far as the Tom Hendricks Award, they receive the stipend and stuff like that, but is there an awards night, and how are these people recognized when they get those?
It looks a little different every year. Last year was, a little special with COVID, but do you want to
last
give an example?
Because the dream house was ready and the lawn in front was ready, and we painted spots 6 feet apart on the front lawn. We had all the students come to fill out their parents to fill out the paperwork at the beginning of the school year. And Carol and Moreno were kept, we didn't let them know about it.
Oh, the surprise.
Cool.
And the people came from Muscatine with the award, and they were just so moved, and all the kids were there to clap and to celebrate, and it was a great event.
Wow.
It was a great event.
Very cool.
We do that similar for the volunteer awards to the Great Initiative and the Youth Initiative. It's a surprise to, whoever receives the award, and we work with a nominator to set up this surprise. So I don't want to say too many details of what it's going to be this year, but we've done it at our kind of annual events at the Community Foundation. Last year we went to the actual recipient's house or an event that they had and surprised them. So it looks a little different every year. And the volunteer awards also receive a stipend. The Great Initiative receives a stipend, I think it's $1,500, and the Youth Initiative receives a stipend for $1,000, and that's to go to their charitable cause of choice.
Awesome. So they get a kind of whatever maybe organization that they volunteer towards or whatever, they can take that money and put it towards that. That's very cool.
Yeah,
so not only their time, but now they're able to donate some money towards that as well.
Yep, and for the Tom Hendricks Community Service Award, we work closely with Muscatine Charities to put that on as a partnership. Tom was a founder and charter member of Muscatine Charities, so they have a fund at the Community Foundation, so they support the Tom Hendricks Community Service Award and that stipend.
Yeah, very cool. I think we actually have a video Jess can pull up of the award that was given, right? That's the one that you sent is the Tom Hendricks Award that they received. Okay. So we'll play that right now for you all to see kind of how that was given last year. So we'll enjoy that together, and we'll be right back.
Each year, Muscatine Charities, in coordination with the Community Foundation of Greater Muscatine, rewards those who are bettering our community with the Tom Hendricks Community Service Award. This award was established to honor Tom's decades of volunteer service and leadership. The 2020 award recipient is West Liberty Dreamcatchers for their work empowering children ages 8 to 18 through mentoring and financial aid. A $7,500 check accompanies this award. Congratulations, West Liberty Dreamcatchers.
All right, so very cool. We were just chatting during the video just about how cool it was that they were able to be surprised for that award, and so they were just over there working away at the dentist office and came over thinking that it was just a normal like sign-up event or something for the students, and then they were able to get the awards. So,
yes.
Very cool. I am so glad that this award happens. There are so many volunteers in our community and so many great organizations in the community that are obviously so deserving of recognition, and it's nice to be able, I don't think any volunteer goes out, wanting recognition. That's not why volunteers exist or why they do what they do, but it is nice to be able to recognize the hard work and be able to give them a little bit of money to put towards that organization that they're so passionate about too. So very cool. So, okay, so let's talk just a little bit more before we let everybody go about how they go about nominating, because they have until July 15th to nominate somebody for this year's awards. There's 3 awards that you can nominate for. They're all just a little bit different, whether it's an organization, an adult volunteer, or a youth volunteer. And you can find the forms on the Community Foundation website. It's super easy peasy to nominate someone. He even attested to it. He's done it, and he says it's easy. So he vouches for Lynsey here. She's not just saying that. So you get on the Community Foundation website, and where will they find that form on the website?
Yep, we have a tab right at the top for grants and awards, and you'll click awards, and they're right there linked. It's a Google form
Perfect.
for each of the 3 different awards that you want to nominate someone for.
Awesome.
If you need some examples of projects that have received awards in the past, it can be something as simple as printing and donating PPE. Last year was our Youth Initiative Award that we gave out. Things as fundraising for Ronald McDonald House.
Yep.
Keep Muscatine Beautiful has received an award before. So really it can be anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Awesome. And so is there boundaries as far as, so it has to be within Muscatine County, I assume, or?
Yep, in
okay.
Muscatine County.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure that everybody's clear, because I know we have people watching sort of around that. So the actual volunteer, it needs to be happening within Muscatine County. The organization needs to be within Muscatine County to receive the award.
It doesn't have to have happened in the last 12 months. It could have been before.
Cool. So get your nominations ready, get your thinking caps on, and start thinking about those people that you've noticed out in the community doing that volunteer work, those organizations that you've seen doing really great work out in the community that maybe you've loved the project that they have put out in the last few years, and you just really want to nominate them so they can get that extra stipend and get that recognition for it, maybe bring some more awareness to it. I think that's another cool thing that happens with this award, is that not only do they get that stipend and get some recognition, for themselves, but also I think it brings awareness to that, like the dream catchers. I remember reading the news, articles and stuff about it, and so it brings some recognition to those organizations and to those volunteers as well. So that's another really cool thing about it. So if you know of anybody, or if you can start putting your thinking caps on, start nominating people, and you have until July 15th to do that. We hope that you guys get a ton of nominations, so that you just have to sit there and just go through them and think about all of this, because there are so many out in Muscatine County, people doing great things. So thank you guys for coming on and for chatting about this. I hope that everybody watching is starting to think about who they're going to nominate and get those nomination forms in soon, so you can start doing all the hard work and getting those volunteer because it's a volunteer committee that actually goes through those nominations. So
Yep.
A whole group of people are going to be going through them and choosing the winners. So I am excited to hear who the winner will be this year for all 3 of those awards. It'll be cool to find out. So we are going to go to a quick commercial break so that we can honor some of those awesome sponsors that we have that make this show possible. And then we'll be right back to chat about some more things happening in Muscatine right after this. Thanks.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
Get your boots to the barn
for the 5th Annual Farm Life Festival
in Grandview, Iowa, a day in the country like no other. Shop over 50 vintage and handmade vendors. Stroll through our 2-story reclaimed barn.
Enjoy mouth-watering barbecue and dance a few steps to the live music.
Just $3 admission and kids 14 and under are free.
Like our Farm Life Festival Facebook page, and we will see you on June 19th from 9 to 3.
Boots recommended, but not required.
So you just saw some of the details about the 5th annual Farm Life Festival happening at R7 right around the corner. It is on June 19th, and you are not going to want to miss out. We are going to show you some sneak peeks throughout the next couple weeks here, but there is tons of food and music and vendors and fun, and it's just a great, you get great vibes, you'll get to hang out, you'll get to buy some cool things. And my favorite thing I think about the barn and the Farm Life Festival is just the people that you'll meet. The vendors are all so cool and just fun to talk to. I just love going and love interacting with all of them. And so I encourage you all to make time to go to the Farm Life Festival on June 19th. There is literally something for everyone to enjoy in the family. So make it a family day and go and enjoy that. You will not want to miss out. So another thing I wanted to talk about with one of our sponsors, I noticed CBI is always giving out different prizes and things, and we have a photo of one of their recent prizes. So Troy Burmeister and his wife, Brittany, are pictured here. They received a Ninja Foodie, which sounds kind of cool. So it's a pressure cooker and air fryer, but they are literally always giving out awards at CBI. So always watch for the awards that they're going to be giving out next. But that picture was taken in the Walcott office. But all branches give out these different prizes and things just for opening up checking accounts or loans or all of these different things. So that award was given out for, or that prize, sorry, was given out for opening a absolutely free checking account, and then they won this really cool prize. So now let's see, they told me what their next prize. So the new sweepstakes runs through June 20th, so not very much longer, and the next prize is a Ring Video Doorbell 3 Plus. And they're giving away 10 of those bank-wide. So 10 people will win those, and all you have to do is open up a new checking account at CBI. So pretty cool stuff, and you could win a prize just for opening up that new checking account. So if you are in the market for a new bank or want to open up a new checking account, you will be entered to win a pretty cool prize. And they'll be giving away 10 of those locally here. So go and do that. Visit my friends at CBI and open up a free checking to get a Ring Doorbell 3. I have a Ring, and they're pretty cool. I like to harass the people who come to my door and like talk to them, and then they get kind of freaked out until they actually see like the Ring doorbell and realize that I'm like yelling at them through the doorbell. Lots of fun. My my cleaning lady was not thrilled the first time I started screaming at her through the thing, like to scare her. And anyways, it's fun. So you'll want one for sure. So go open up a free checking account. Lutheran Living sponsors our national days and this day in history, and today is National Iced Tea Day. So go and get you some iced tea and enjoy it. It's super hot outside, so it's a perfect day for a big glass of iced tea, maybe sweet tea. Do you like iced tea or sweet tea, or what do you like? Sweet tea, sweet tea, sweet tea for sure, sweet tea. The consensus around here is sweet tea. I like everything sweet, so I like raspberry tea. It's delicious. But that is our show for today. I am so glad you guys joined us. These awards that the Community Foundation is giving out are so cool. From the Tom Hendricks Award, clear to the volunteer, whether it be the youth or the adult volunteer awards. They're so cool, and we have so many deserving people that are out in our community that deserve to get those awards and be recognized for all the great work that they're doing in our community. So put your thinking caps on and get those nominations sent in, and hopefully your nominee will get chosen and be surprised with not only that award, but also that stipend to do some really great work in their organization that they're so passionate about. So thank you guys for joining us today. We will be back again tomorrow. I am really excited about tomorrow's show. We have an out-of-town guest, and we have Denise Greenhaw on the show tomorrow. And I am really excited because these are some powerful women coming to talk about how we can all kind of like just really get together and just build I guess an empire of women doing and making great change in the world. And I am excited to learn more about their organization and see how we in the Muscatine community can kind of be a bigger part of this group. So I am excited. You should be excited, and we will be back tomorrow. Until then, though, make sure that you remember that kindness is free. So spread that stuff wherever you go.
Here at Total Muscatine, we believe it's important to be strong supporters of our local community.
And that's why we donate thousands upon thousands of dollars to local Muscatine charities each year.
It's the reason why all of our employees are local to the area and have a vested interest in our community.
Even Daisy and Dilly keep it local by visiting the local dog park.
So remember, when you shop Total Muscatine, you're not only sure to get great service, but you're here also supporting local.